food industry itself is probably adopting more predominantly the technology that's assisting with the rise of cost of operation, and that technology is anywhere from various forms of AI that consumers are able to engage with, whether it be on a personal level, and brands are enjoying getting down on their level to obtain the customer, engage them, and then have them obviously place an order and follow through with that. And they're increasingly becoming much more loyal as a result. So that technology, I feel, is probably one of the larger trends. And then the obvious conversation that continues is the controversial third-party delivery, and those platforms and those aggregators for us are a part of our ecosystem. So they're, in our opinion, they're not going away. We feel like we have to learn how to work along with them. We don't currently take on any of those platforms, and we probably sit firm that we won't. And the reason being is we feel that we can outperform them at what they do at our level in local markets. And until they can enter those local markets like we can, we don't feel them to be as much of a threat as they are in the bigger cities. I try and sit on the fence as much as I can in that regard, because I do feel that they are, the analogy I try and say is that they're coming into our house, using our kitchen and our utensils to cook the food that they want to send out. And if someone was to come into your house, you'd tell them to get out pretty quickly. And so I think that if we were in a position that we were able to allocate a ton of resources, I would certainly probably take the fight to them for a little while. But I also am not naive and realise and recognise that they're not going away. So that would probably be a waste of time. It'd be better off, and this is the approach we're taking, is to work out how we can either ride in their coattails, being a little smaller than the tech companies and having that have large budgets to throw at marketing and so on, and allowing them to educate the consumer and do the legwork that we can capitalise on. The biggest challenges are mistrust. Some larger companies are being portrayed to have done the wrong thing by their franchisees, and that news gets out pretty quick with the help of the media. And that news getting out means that franchisees are becoming far more sceptical of our decisions as franchisor. And that makes it good in a way, because we comfortably make those decisions with a great deal of transparency, and that's how we accommodate to that scepticism. But it doesn't help when you're already in a market that is being pressured by things like margin compression or technology encroaching and disruption in general. And franchisees are putting their hard-earned money out on the line and investing in the brand. They want to know the decisions are being made with transparency, and that they'll be looked after as they're promised at the start. Consumers are being informed by the media that a chef in Copenhagen has taken on a new ingredient or a new process that's perhaps a sustainable product or a plant-based product, and something like that is filtering down into the general public, and their want and need to be able to have a part of that experience is then filtering into the QSR world and putting pressure on brands like ours, which we welcome. Again, at the end of the day, we're food enthusiasts as well, and we'd like to implement as much of that variety as possible. So our innovation tends to come from what the consumer's driving, and typically we find that being driven by either health trends or just general cooking trends and people's education.